Open the session. Okay, whether you should maintain your role as steward? That's fair. What? This looks awesome! Oh my god, this looks sick! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 1Game1Life. My name is Typo, and this is Frostpunk 2 Part 2. We're gonna hit any key to begin. I want to finish the tutorial today. This little prologue here. I don't know how long that's gonna take, or what we're gonna have to do to make it happen. But that is the goal, that is the objective. I have so much scrap, it's unreal. Like, how did that happen? I'm gonna try giving them their scrap back. Return scraps. That is a net negative when you do that, but it'll recover that relationship we stole earlier. There we go. They love that. The scraps will be handy when we meet the others. When we meet the others? At least if we die rich. So this is what, the currency now? Interesting. Okay, we need another material district. This is a really interesting system they have going on for Frostpunk 2. I am greatly intrigued by how they're doing this. It's so different. Oh, we don't have enough workforce right now, okay. Starting to run into workforce issues. Which, you know, fair enough. That's right, the oil is fine. Food will go for another 30 weeks, which is almost the whole way. 31 weeks, yeah, okay. I don't think the food was actually producing when we didn't have storage space, which is good. That's good. It's a good thing. I should probably build a second storage system just in case. Need more prefabs. Okay. Where am I going to get prefabs from? Our income is 0 per week. But this had no prefabs left. Yeah, there's no prefabs there left. So, what? Am I just supposed to live with no prefabs? Is that what we're doing? It honestly might be what we're doing. God, I hope not, because I still haven't built enough housing. We still need more shelter. This. Yeah, that's not good. We need so many prefabs for housing. What are we gonna do? Negative 30? Dude, the demand is insane right now. Good work. We're now getting enough materials to maintain our districts. Time to focus on stockpiling food for the whiteout. Relationships improve, causing trust to rise. Fantastic. Trust is going up. Overall trust is accepted, yep. Marginally increased by neutral wanderers. There's just not enough shelter. It's growing. Squalor is diminishing. Cold is growing. Disease is stable. Hunger is absent and stable. This is the main one. Increased by heat scarcity and shelter scarcity. Yeah, we don't have enough oil and food and housing. The whiteout draws near a sacrifice. People in the camp are getting tense. They worry we won't gather enough food in time. Our hunters propose to slaughter the remaining seals, including pups and females. This will allow us to gather much more food, but will wipe out what could be the last colony of these creatures on Earth. However, many elders have volunteered to walk into the Frostland rather than to be a burden on our resources. Dude, what are all these selfish people? That's crazy! Their sacrifice would significantly reduce the rations we need for the whiteout. What should we do? We have plenty of food. Elders will die. This will not reduce our workforce. Food required to survive the whiteout will decrease greatly. Slaughter the seals. We should eat what is available before we let anyone die. Don't resort to such extremes. We'll gather enough food in time. If we fail, the consequences will be dire. No, we got this. It says stockpile's ready in 20 weeks. We got 33. We're gonna be okay. I'm not sweating it. I'm actually not sweating it. If I demolish this, I get 105 prefabs. Yes! So we will get enough housing in time then. Because once these things run out of food, or once we hit our stockpile limit, I guess, I can demolish these two food places. Yeah, and then we'll have enough to make our extra housing that we're missing out on. Whoops. Still worried about the oil, though. What? How do we not have enough oil? We're just supplying too many places, I guess. What an interesting situation we've gotten ourselves into here. Okay. So, our food districts are taking, what, 45 each? We have 4 of them? Yeah, 45 heat demand each of them. We have so many extra materials. It's a shame that we might not need this second one, actually. Maybe when I get rid of these 2 food districts, when they're done getting our stockpiles up, I'll also get rid of this material district, make the neighborhood, and then we might be ready on that. You know what I mean? Let me actually take the time, since we have the time here, to zoom in on some of these locations. So what is he working on exactly? I love the, like, I love zooming in on when I'm, like, making a civilization. If I were to play SimCity on this channel, which I probably will never do, but if I were to do that, I would be zoomed in all the time. I love watching what the people do. That's funny. It looks like there's too many people to the point that they're not giving individual names to each character anymore, which does depersonalize it a little bit, but I understand they're going for bigger things here this time. So I understand why. Man, those places don't look very fun to live in, but understandable. Ooh, that looks warm. I bet that's toasty. I bet these people are feeling toasty. People are not struggling. Oh my goodness. Some of these places have pretty open windows for trying to stay as warm as possible. I don't know about that one, Chief. Okay. Questionable decisions. Are these tents? Why are we resorting to tents? Can't we make full housing? Alright, let me speed things up. I think we're just waiting now for this stockpile to happen. What's going on? Yeah, I know they're nearly depleted, but they still got 19 weeks left. And this one's definitely not going to deplete anytime soon. That seal deposit is nice. Imagine getting rid of that just for some more food. I can't imagine a worse decision. That would be absolutely insane. Okay, stockpiles are ready in a few weeks. We don't need both of these anymore. I'm going to demolish this. We have so many scraps. Go ahead and demolish that. We're going to have plenty of food in plenty of time. Yeah, I'll demolish this one too. Okay, and then we don't need this extra place here either. Material place. Plus 30 should be plenty, right? And now we're heated enough. And then we can go ahead and make the housing district once we get more prefabs back from the demolishments. And then we should be ready for the whiteout, you would think. So where are we on this? Are we here? I guess we're right next to the temperature. Negative 22 is not that bad, if we're being honest. Honestly, it's cold, don't get me wrong, but that's not that bad. I've been in negative 22 in real life, and while it is really cold, if you're wearing like full winter gear, and you're not going out for too long without having a heating source nearby, like a fireplace or something, you'll be alright. You'll be fine. Growing up in Northern America, some blizzards and winters just get that cold. It is what it is. You just live with it. That's not that bad, honestly. Too cold for most things to survive. Very impressive we're able to grow things, but not that bad. It's gonna get colder right before the whiteout hits. Temperature will drop by 140! Okay, now that's absurdly cold and I don't even know what that means. Heat demand will extremely increase. Areas under whiteout will be impossible to explore. Sites and outposts under whiteout will be cut off. Oh, whoa. Okay, so we demolished some stuff here. I could build back on them if I wanted to, though I don't want to. Build another housing district right here. We only need -5, so it doesn't even need to be that big, right? Just those two should be plenty. Oh, does it need to be 3? Oh, no. That's a little stressful. Hold up. Let me ice break this. Let me frost break that one spot. I'll just go for 3 here for now. It doesn't... It needs to be 6. It needs to be 6. That's kind of crazy, to be honest. That it needs to be 6. That's kind of overkill, but okay. Wow, alright then. Oil, what are we doing about that? If heat demand is going to extremely increase, what do we do about the oil? There's no more oil on this map, is there? Wait, there was prefabs here. Oh my good god. What is my damage? I could have just set up prefab right there. What am I doing? Wow. I feel really silly. I feel really silly. What am I doing? Food secured. We did it. We secured enough food to survive the incoming whiteout. Our workers will make some last-minute preparations before the storm arrives. We should try and keep our people warm for this time. We will survive. Now we wait. But yeah, there's no more oil to grab. Like, that's the map. I've grabbed what we could, so if this isn't enough heat, then it is what it is at that point. You know what? Don't build that. We're just gonna let these 9 weeks play out, and we're gonna see what happens. Speed her up, I guess. Watch this get built here, the last steps. I mean, this looks like a lot of wasted space, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like this could be a lot more built up? Are we gonna be able to upgrade districts, maybe? Maybe we'll be able to upgrade districts here. Oh, here we go. That's how we do it. If we have it at a lower setting, it'll still give us enough stuff, but require less. Nice. Very nice. We don't need food things right now, but thank you. We have enough food stockpile for the whiteout. Wait until the whiteout hits in 1. Okay. Then I guess we're ready. I'm gonna go ahead and speed her up, and we're gonna see what happens. And I think we won't keep working with this. I think because this was just the prologue or the tutorial, right? We'll move on from here. That'd be my guess. I mean, we'd have to. The oil here is only gonna last another in-game year, roughly. A little over a year, to be honest, but... Alright, let's see this whiteout do its thing. Okay, it's got like a little like blur thing here. I see that. Week 89, here it is. Okay, so how do we play this? Oh, it's okay, week 90, less than 1 week. So, okay, so if it says 1 week, I don't have to worry about it quite yet. Is good to know for the future. It'll say less than 1 week when I really gotta worry about it. Greatly decrease efficiency, yeah. Okay, we have plus 60 oil right now. Negative 557? Whiteout is here, the preparations are over. Bro, what? Wait, the sound. Oh. Oh. Okay, my bad. I had paused it thinking there was something I need to do, but it's a cutscene. Against all odds, the Wanderer's survival. When the whiteout hit the camp, the Wanderers were ready. Everyone was thankful we acted fast and gathered enough food in time. The miracle of the seal colony strengthened our hope that our journey will lead to a promised land. Yeah, the seal colony was massive. Our elders have added this story to our great tales, alongside warnings about a sinful city that still pumps smoke into the sky. Is that New London? Is that the order place we made? We survived. Add it to the tales. No lesser evil, and the end is just the beginning. We survived the end of the world. I just love the whole survival aspect of this, against a force of nature. So there's no bargaining with it, you just have to make it happen. Now what? Good question. feel like this is where they'd show us our actual city setup, right? What? Yo! Is this New London? This looks like it! It's the pit! The old captain is dead, New London is weak. Is this New London? Food is low, overpopulation looms, coal is running out. People yearn for a future worth dreaming of, but is it the same future for all? Yo, keep the city together. Are we picking up New London? As a new captain or something? Or hold its hand on its deathbed? Nah, we're gonna save New London. If we are back in New London again, that's kinda hype. Chapter 1, Scraping the Barrel. Okay. Coal's running out. The captain is dead. As he weakened, growing divisions brought city maintenance to a grinding halt. Now New London is left to suffer the consequences. As steward, it is your charge to lead, but you must prove yourself. The overcrowded city is low on resources. Use this warmer year to build more shelter, secure coal, and power the generator back on. Let's get to work. Pause before anything else. We're actually back in New London. Yo, this is where the first game took place. Look at this place. Oh, I'm having memories right now. Absolutely. Is it still paused? Wow, it is. Nice. So people still move around when it's paused. I like that. Here it is. This is where it all happened. We set up a bunch of homes and factories and medical bays and all that other good stuff. Now it's all districts, I see. Okay. Alright. Yeah, and it was in this, like, big crater or whatever. How are people getting down into this? Oh, here. Okay. Man, that's a weird entrance, but I get it. Okay. Wow. I mean, once you're in, you're in. It's like sheltered from the winds. You got the generator here. Dude, I think this looks great. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, we need to fix our goods issue. That's interesting. I don't know about goods yet. We need to finish our housing crisis. Yeah, we're struggling. 8,000 people are living in this? Oh yeah, that's overpopulated as hell. 60% of the population can work, okay. Heat stamps. Heat stamps. Prefabs, cores. Shelter, food, materials, goods. Extremely increased cold by heat and shelter scarcity. Okay. Construct buildings. Research Institute demands 20 more heat. Research speed is increased. Facility dedicated to coming up with technological and sociological solutions to large-scale problems. Unlocks the idea tree. Tell you what, we'll get to that later. Council Hall, seat of the council where delegates representing the city's inhabitants meet to discuss and enact laws. And it looks like it's fairly free. 200 workforce, 80 heat stamps, and 40 prefabs. That's nearly free. I'm gonna pop that down. I'm gonna do it. I might regret this. Hopefully I don't. And then we have construct districts. Okay, got it. So we have housing, food, and extraction. I know all those. Industrial, which outputs prefabs. Interesting. Process materials into prefabs or goods. Can produce other resource with additional infrastructure. And then logistics district. 15 Frostland teams? Sends charting expeditions to the Frostland and transports resources between the city and its colonies and outposts. Okay. Got it. This gives us coal. So we don't need oil, we need coal. That gives us coal, prefabs, and materials. A lot of it. Wow, that's huge, actually. Demands 50 materials and 20 heat. And housing demands heat. We need heat. So what am I doing? Okay, wait. So we are expanding outside of our little crater. Oh my god. Wait a second. There's so much to do here. All these shallow coal seams over here. What is this? Old way station? Resource Frostland teams. Build a logistics district here to access the Frostland. Okay, so we want to build this way regardless. Dude, this is some crazy stuff. Yeah, no, this is wild. Another old way station to access the Frostland. Shallow iron vein. Shallow iron vein, but it gives 2.4 million materials. Uh-huh. Shallow, huh? I don't know about shallow there. Okay, so that's where we're gonna get soil. We do need to build food quite a bit. I don't even need to ground break this. I could just start making food. I can make it 6. Okay. So I could do like that, and it would hit all 3 of these? Do I want to get this one involved? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could I make that happen? Probably not, huh? I doubt it. Let me see ground. No, it wouldn't reach. It wouldn't reach. Let's make a food district here with these 3. Okay, so food district. It's a start. We're also gonna need this coal over here, which I think we already have access to. We don't. We have to ice break our way over to the coal. Oh, dang it. We need the materials. More fertile soil over here. An infinite... Oh, shoot. Accessing the deep deposit requires a deep melting drill building. So if we get the deep deposit thing, whatever, this is where we get infinite materials from. I should have went this way. Can I cancel that? No, you still lose stuff if you cancel it? No way. I think we lost resources even though we canceled it. Really? That seems really punishing for someone who didn't know what they were doing. That's kind of crazy, to be honest. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Also... Okay, we do need to go this way, though. It would give us prefabs as well. There's nowhere else to get coal that I'm seeing. Infinite food here. Infinite materials here. Infinite food here again? Yeah. Infinite materials here. I'm not seeing where the infinite coal is going to be, so I don't even know where to build for that. But we need to do some ice breaking. Okay. We do 8 ice breaks. Interesting. Okay. That'll work for now. Go ahead and break all that. Man, I feel like I made huge errors earlier. I think canceling that construction cost us a lot. Hopefully not, but I think it did. Okay, we also need materials. We can build materials right here. Extraction right here for materials? Yeah, absolutely. And prefabs. Materials. And extraction for prefabs. And this one's probably not going to be permanent. These probably won't be permanent because eventually they'll be extracted and then we'll be done, but yeah, look at that. So we have each resource being acquired except for goods, apparently. Why has this got an exclamation point on it? I don't understand. I know we need housing. I know that. I recognize that. Oh, sheltered from wind. We can build it right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, build the housing right here for sure. That's a free, beautiful setup right here. That's free real estate. Set that up. Okay. We could also do housing on the other side. Obviously. I mean, this is like begging to be housing district over here. No, stop. There. Okay. Good. So we have 2 housings coming up. That's going to require a lot of heat, all these buildings we just made, by the way. I recognize that. Oh boy. Central District requires 70. That's really nice that all this only takes 70. That's really, really nice. What does the Central District all do? I want to know the stats on this crazy thing. Let me hit play. Let's get it started. We'll play a little bit past the tutorial here, because the tutorial went pretty quick, but new deposits needed. What am I doing? Frostbreak to a shallow coal seam and construct an extraction district. Working on it. Turn on the generator. Construct new housing districts to adjust the lack of shelter. 2. Nice. We did that. I kind of accidentally am already doing what I was supposed to be doing. Just inherently. That's good game design to a certain extent. That the things you want to do are the things that you should be doing. Factions. Some citizens ignited by a passion and strong beliefs will organize and form groups known as factions. Factions are groups of citizens that are united by a common and clearly defined ideology. So we're going to have multiple factions to make happy? Oh, great. I actually do think that's great. I said, oh, great, like it's going to be a chore, because it probably will be, but that does sound really fun. Okay. And we have our big order and everything. Okay, factions are more radicalized and better organized, which can be advantageous in certain situations. Okay, factions originate from communities and share some of their beliefs, have their opinions about the city's direction in all 3 fields, whereas communities focus only on one aspect. So communities are smaller versions of factions. Okay. If your relations are positive, you can ask them to perform a special action. So the factions are more important, both positive and negative, is what it looks like. On the other hand, if they disagree with your rule, your opposition can be more fierce. Yeah. Factions will propose extreme or radical ideas to be implemented in the city. They'll also engage in disruptions such as rallies or protests. Be sure to inspect and familiarize yourself with factions that appear in your city by clicking on the portrait at the bottom of the screen. Fervor measures how many radicals are active within a faction. These radicals increase tension. High fervor can also lead to violence and even civil war. That's crazy. So we're not going to like fervor. Fervor increases when a faction opposes your decisions and actions. To decrease fervor, you need to maintain very good relations with the faction for a long time. Use de-radicalized faction with a action with the community from which the faction origins. Or use a special ability in a prison building. We did have prisons back when I did the order route here. Okay, once this frost breaking... I really hope I didn't waste some resources here when I did that cancel building over there. But I think I want to focus over there later and focus here now. See how, like, everything is consolidated? The longer we can keep things consolidated, I think, the better. Look how big this map is. What? I know we're struggling. I get it. I know. Cold is notable. Disease is absent. Hunger is absent. Squalor is absent. Crime is absent. Heck yeah. Wait, hold up. Week 3. The council gathers for the first time. Okay. Anticipation fills the air as the council opens. The captain ruled with a firm hand for years, but those times died with him. Now the communities of the city want their say. That makes sense. A pinnacle leader, someone who was able to unite the people and save this last bastion of civilization. Of course he maintained power until the very end, right? People believed in him and trusted him and put their faith in him. But when he died and there's no suitable replacement immediately, that's immediately obvious, like a son that's been groomed for it, or a daughter, or whatever. Yeah, eventually, now it's the people's turn. I like that. The stalwarts maintained order on behalf of the captain and adhered to what they claimed was his vision for New London. Progress, merit, and reason. True. Order. The New Londoners and Frostlanders clash over our survival strategy, though neither has a firm stance on economic or social issues. Okay, so they care about how we survive, not about economics or socials. Then there are those who view the stalwarts with contempt for their new role in New London's history, but they keep to the shadows for now. Okay. Okay. Based on your handling of the coal crisis, the first decision is whether you should maintain your role as steward. Open the session. Okay, whether you should maintain your role as steward? That's fair. What? This looks awesome! Oh my god, this looks sick! I hope this part of the game is really good. I really want this part of the game to be stellar. Okay, look at all this! New Londoners, Stalwarts, and Frostlanders. Delegate session, voting in 10 weeks. Okay. Oh my god, this is so sick. Vote of confidence. Should the steward remain in power? If this vote fails, the delegates will immediately remove you from office. Vote or negotiate. People are divided. 4-22, hesitant 65, against 13. Okay, so 4. What do we have here? 9 of 45 New Londoners, 4 of 12 Stalwarts, and 9 of 43 Frostlanders. So it's not really about the factions at this point. You're tolerated. Excellent. Guided voting cannot be invoked because guided voting charter law must be enforced. That's cool. Against. Anybody against us? Ooh. Other than the 4 stalwarts that are for, 8 of them are against. Oh, this is hella hesitant. Never mind. None of the stalwarts are against. Some of the New Londoners and some of the Frostlanders delegate against. Okay, the Frostlanders are 43% of the city. Dude, this is so sick. I love this. And I'm like watching this. This is so cool. Community. Originally hailing from New London, these colonists of Frostland Outpost tried to establish a permanent foothold beyond the city. The whiteout years destroyed that dream, but taught them the value of adaptation and grit. Okay, so they tried to leave the city to go live elsewhere, and it didn't work out. They seek to pass community service expedition support. Yeah, they want to get out there and explore. I totally understand. Stalwarts. 12% of the city. Not many. Faction. They're a faction. Oh. Yeah, see, these are communities. Let me go to this New Londoners first. 45% of the city. Attached to the city and its generator, the citizens of New London have stayed together through thick and thin. They value technology, which they credit for getting them through the Great Storm. City development effort is what they seek to pass. Okay. So, it's mostly Frostlanders and New Londoners. A little more New Londoners. I like these people. They stuck with us through thick and thin in New London here. And the stalwarts are 12%. Disciples of the Captain, my men, who introduced order as a core tenet of New London. Strict, controlling, and devoted to the Captain's memory. This is their manifest. Oh, heck yes, tell me. 1. Progress. The generator and our technical ingenuity allowed us to power through and will enable us to thrive. So they want, New Londoners want the same thing with technology. Merit. We persevere because we ensure the best of us are given the tools and rewards to lead us into the future. Love merit. Absolutely all about it. And then reason. Efficiency in society is paramount. If the social order needs to change to support it, it will. They unlock the Mobilize Enforcers community action. The stalwarts will field elite squads of guards to be used at the steward's discretion. And Good Relations perk is extra prefabs assembly provides additional prefab income. They seek to pass community service for city development effort. Yeah, that's what the New Londoners want. So we're already on the same page with these two. Honestly, these are my 2 favorites, but I totally understand where these people are coming from. The expedition support is what they want. They want contagion prevention for an infectious badge? Oh, you need to wear a badge if you're infected. It's like, okay. That one's not... I understand the reason there, yeah. And then childhood mandatory school? Absolutely! And not just because I'm a teacher in real life. Absolutely! This society is going to need to keep going. We're going to need people that do good work. Huh. Oh, these are how many Frostlanders there are. This is how many New Londoners there are. Where's the stalwarts? There's not a lot of them, huh? Wait a minute. That's so sick! Oh my god, dude, this council thing is awesome. Oh, I love it. We're definitely going to do the city development effort first, I'm pretty sure. That's going to make the stalwarts and the New Londoners happy, and I think that's a win-win. Yeah, and the Frostlanders, we will get you set up, man. We will get the expedition support eventually, but I think this comes first. I really want to make the stalwarts happy. I know they're only 12% of the city. I know they're a small amount. But, God, I really like their whole thing. This whole vibe right here. Build machines to carve our place in the ice. We'll bend nature to our will and we'll thrive. What kind of tutorial would you give us for that? Zeitgeist city direction? What? Okay, got it. Zeitgeist is the city direction. Got it. You can monitor the city direction of your city in the bottom left corner of the screen. Oh, Zeitgeist means spirit of time. And describes the direction of your city on 3 axes. Technology, economy, and society. Okay. The laws you pass, buildings you build, and choices you make, they all impact the zeitgeist. At the same time, your communities have a natural tendency to favor some solutions over others. Your relations with them will change based on how their views are aligned with the current zeitgeist. The more you develop the city in the direction they support, the more positively it affects your relations. To see what a given community or faction supports, click on their image at the bottom of the screen and hover to the icons above their name. Okay. Wow, this is a lot to take in, y'all. This is a lot to take in. Double click on a delegate to view their profile? No shot. No way! They all have their own profile? Dominic Morton, a tanner and a Frostlander. He mercy killed his childhood pet when it got sick. Would rather be exploring, swayed by a frugal mentality. Come on! Dude, the detail is disgusting. I love it. I could spend half an hour in this screen, I'm sure, just looking at this stuff. Negotiate with delegates and try to influence the way they vote. So I'm supposed to be doing one of these, I guess. Hold left alt for resource drawer. Oh, this. Got it. Bro, this is insanity. I'm not seeing what you want me to click on, question mark. None of this looks new. All of this looks like I've clicked on it already. Yep, mark all as red. I'm done. I got it. I understand. Whatever. Fine. People are divided. Let's negotiate with delegates trying to influence the way they vote. Sure. Should the steward remain in power? Immediately remove you from office. Vote distribution. Negotiate with the new Londoners. They're mostly hesitant. Stalwarts are 4. Yeah, because they have 8 hesitant and 4. And the Frostlanders are mostly hesitant at 43. Let's talk to the new Londoners here. Let's do a little discussion. Should the steward remain in power? Okay, vote distribution. My terms. Vote for. They will vote for passing the law during the next vote. Vote against. Yeah, vote for. Okay. Their terms. I can choose one of these? Okay. Use a community action on the new Londoners. Community action fund projects. Fund projects beneficial to the community. The larger their population, the more heat stamps required to fund them. Enact. Law of mass-produced goods. Goods production efficiency is increased. Wait, here we go. The city will approve chemical additives. Law chemical additives. Oh, it's a law. Ooh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's a step towards progress, yeah. In order to overcome scarcity, we'll organize our production lines to increase food production. I don't know. Honestly, not sure. Not sure. But I understand that vote's gonna happen in 10 days. Is that what's going on? Okay, hold up.
Steward.
Oh, so Fun Projects is just literally going here to New Londoners.
Steward.
And just giving them 216 heat stamps. Larger their population, more heat stamps required to fund them. Boy, that's all my heat stamps. 13 a week. That's not a lot. I'm gonna convince them through action. I don't need to negotiate. I'll convince them. Tension is notable. Greatly increased by notable cold and fear of running out of coal. Okay. Overall trust is tolerated. Yeah, decreased by unproven steward. We're working on it. There are so many things for me to look at. Oh my god. This is where we'll pick up next time. This is a lot happening, and I'm loving it, though. This episode has got me, honestly, the first episode was fine, and I was like, alright, more Frostpunk, we're in. This second episode has me way more invested. I'm so much more invested now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. If you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. But either way, thank you so much for joining me on this journey in Frostpunk 2. I can't wait to jump right back in, because this is looking extremely interesting. I'll prove to them that we can do this, and I'll see all of you next time.
Do everything to stay alive. Crusader Kings personified. Having the time of my life. 1Game1Life. 1Game1Life.